Okay, folks, we are ready for our semi-main event, and making his way to the ring from the Muaythai gym in Thailand, trained by Podum, it's Nuarthor ni Samui.
Well, Nuarthor ni, 119 fights. Yes, that's right, 119 fights for 90 wins and 25 KOs. You think he's got a little bit of experience, Michael?
No.
I think so. And this is the much-awaited grudge match. Last time these two combatants met, it was an absolute war, and they're here to take it up where they left up from last time.
Over the top ropes goes Nuarthor, and we await Kurt the Killer Finlayson. Well, to the strands of Eminem, here he comes, Hammer, the wrecking ball, the brick hit house, one of my favourite fighters, the killer Kurt Finlayson. You talk about action-packed, and you talk about this young fella, the killer Kurt.
Well, Kurt Finlayson, 56 fights, 45 wins, 16 KOs, and you know what? He's won a world gold medal at the World Games in Kazakhstan. He was over there, he took out the gold. He's a great competitor. Outside of the ring, Kurt Finlayson with Joey Hilton in the corner. They're here to fight, and they've got to pick it up where they left off from last time. What a battle they waged last.
He weighs in at 63 kgs, trained by Podum, all the way from Thailand. The current Intercontinental Champion under WMC, your challenger, Nuarthor ni Samui. In the red corner, a man that needs no introduction. He weighs in at 63 kgs from the Sunshine Coast Thai Boxing Club. Trained by Joe Hilton with a fight record of 56 fights, 45 wins. He's a gold medalist from the World Games. A big hand for Kurt Killer Finlayson.
Okay, great ovation here as always for the killer Kurt Finlayson to take on Nuarthor from Thailand.
Fellas,
third man in centering, JWP.
When I say stop, okay, you and choke, okay? All right, touch gloves, guys. All right, good luck.
We're about to get underway, Hammer. We're set for 5-by-3, an international grudge match. No doubt about it, folks. There is a huge grudge between these two fellas. Smoking Joe Hilton inserts the mouth guard, and there is the killer stare from Kurt Finlayson.
Ready?
And this one is going to go off its rocker. Here we go, round one.
Well, you'll notice on the back of the shorts, you'll see Lappin there. That is your name, Mick Lappin, the man from Absolute Albaculture, who's one of the preliminary sponsors here tonight. Mick Lappin getting right behind Josh Sexton and Nugget, the promoters of tonight's fights.
Maybe he's lapping up all the good fights.
He's lapping it up ringside. He's got the tables. He's got all the VIP treatment. Mick Lappin here tonight, and he's loving it.
We're having a lapping good time here at the RNA, folks. At a real filling out process early on. Both men trading the leg kicks. And Hammer, I'm always excited when Kurt Killer Finlayson is in centering, because anything can and will happen. This guy packs a huge, huge elbow shot.
Well, Kurt Finlayson fighting out of the 63 kilo weight range, coming back with the gold medal, obviously from the World Games. And a little bit about the WMC World Games in Kazakhstan. It's basically like the Olympics for Muay Thai. All countries, all fighters, they're all there. They fight with the protective gear on, however, because it is contested also on the amateur level. And the boys get in and give it a real red-hot go. As the Butcher said earlier, so one of the biggest men in the world fighting over there, probably for one of the Russian teams, or I'd imagine, or one of the Europeans fighting over in Kazakhstan. But all weight divisions are contested, gold, silver and bronze medals, of course. And Kurt, he came out on top of all of them and got a gold medal in aid of Australia. So did his country proud, Kurt Finlayson.
Both men still seeing what the others got to offer here. 1 minute 40 down in the first round. Nice pecking kick to that rear thigh there from Nuarthor.
And this is, of course, the much-awaited grudge match. Both times these guys have fought, last time these guys have fought, it was an absolute elbow fest. They traded some big shots. So you can bet, Michael, they're going to be very wary of each other. They know the power that each possesses. They know the strong points and the weaknesses now. And it is going to be a real game of chess. It's going to be a real game of strategy from both fighters here tonight.
Both men fighting southpaw at the moment, although Finlayson is switching a little between orthodox and southpaw. And now actually Nuarthor doing the same, switching between orthodox and southpaw. Inside thigh kick from Finlayson, fighting southpaw at the moment, and Nuarthor orthodox.
Very unusual. Most Thai fighters are actually southpaws. I'd say 80% of them are southpaw fighters, as opposed to 80% Westerners being orthodox. So, game of strategy in the centre ring.
Finlayson looking for that good night Irene right hand through the guard of Nuarthor, hasn't come off for him yet.
You'll see, you're watching Kurt there just switching orthodox southpaw, orthodox southpaw. He's trying to confound the Thai a bit and find an opening.
End of the first round of action, nothing in it, Hammer, a real feeling out process.
Nothing in that one. You could almost give it a 10-10 that round.
Okay.
Don't forget this is stand by the Hells Angels. They are selling merchandise. New stock from overseas from Australia. They'll be here all night.
Okay, remember when you go one attack, you get inside of him, and then you stop it. When you get inside, you've done the gap, you've bridged it, you go outside, let's go again. Yeah, let's go again. We've got to do double one. Yeah, right. Plenty of time.
Oh, one of the most composed men in a corner, Joe Hilton.
Work, set, slip, get inside, work again, work again.
Okay, here we go. Second round of action. John Wayne Parr about to get us underway. Michael Chavella ringside with the hammer. Mark Castanini, and here we go. Finlayson versus Nuarthor, the rematch that all of Queensland's been waiting for. And the loudest graphic effect that we have in our library here, Hammer. Finlayson, beautiful tub-thumping thigh kick to the outside left thigh of Nuarthor.
Finlayson moving very briskly, landing some big shots. But he is very wary, Michael. You can see as soon as the Thai moves, Finlayson's guard just strengthens up that little bit more. Probing hands from Finlayson and kick.
You can see the intensity on the brow of Finlayson, trying for a sweeping inside step across round kick again. High left round kick, shin to head from Nuarthor. Finlayson caught it on the gloves. Beautiful tagging right hand. Smack bang between the eyes there from Finlayson.
It's a nice slapping overhand right from Finlayson. He needs to step in just a little bit more, as Joey Hilton was saying to him in between the rounds. Bridge the gap and stay on the inside. He's got to back himself a little bit more, Finlayson.
Outside thigh kick from Finlayson, just above the left knee of Nuarthor. Finlayson very cautious here tonight, Hammer. He knows what happened last time out. Doesn't want to make any mistakes against a very experienced campaigner with 119 fights. And Nuarthor just dumping Finlayson to the canvas. Nuarthor and Finlayson again both switching now to orthodox stance. Left foot forward. Step up right hand left combination there from Finlayson. Nuarthor now on southpaw stance. Must be confusing in their Hammer. Now he switches back to orthodox.
They're just looking for openings, Michael. They're trying to get an opening on each other. And you know what? Nothing's coming at this point. It is oh so even.
I can tell him to stop, but it's bloody confusing. He's switching all the time. As Kurt Finlayson trying to land the goodnight Irene right hand, hasn't come up for him. And Nuarthor can certainly take a shot. Skipping forward the tie. Himself very cautious too. Good outside thigh kick to the left thigh.
Both of these fighters are harder athletes.
Nuarthor just waiting for the opening here. Tight guard from Finlayson, just sneaking that kick under the right elbow of Finlayson to catch the waist area. good front kick to the midsection off the lead leg. And there it is, Hammer, into the second round. How do we give that one?
Well, I'm going to, geez, I don't know. I'm going to give it almost even again, just trying to recap in my mind what happened there. Maybe just a tie, but, geez, nothing stand out from either guy in that round.
Does it hurt, Hammer, sitting on the fence like that? Does it hurt?
I'm giving it even, Michael. I have the right to give it even. And Finlayson, a cut over his right eye. I'm not sure what did the damage there from Nuarthor, but Finlayson, bit of blood trickling out of the cut. Trying to get on the inside. Once again, Nuarthor pushing him back with a probing kick and hands working as the adrenaline and the Vas goes into that cut. And that is a nasty cut.
Doesn't look pretty, Hammer. They put in more Vaseline on that, his eyebrow's going to slip off. Joey, the Hotel Hilton in the corner, and we are ready to rock and roll. Third round, we've got a dead even, 20 points apiece after 2, Hammer.
The fight's certainly there for the taking. Either fighter, the opportunity to grab it by the throat and give it a bit of a shake-up.
Well, he'd be disqualified if he did, but here we go, third round.
Grab it in a grapple then.
Outside thigh kick from Finlayson to overrun proceedings. Good leg check there from Nuarthor. Just pops out that antenna-like left hand of his. Inside thigh kick Finlayson. Rib shot by Nuarthor. Straight right response from Killer Curtin.
Yes.
A good sweet takedown there from Nuarthor.
You could just see the Thai ticking it over in his mind for that sweep. He's going, I've got you now. I'm going to just sweep you.
I'm gonna sweep you. Nuarthor just picking his shots very carefully at the moment. Neither man willing to throw any caution to the wind whatsoever. As we said, huge advantage and experience to Nuarthor. But both have been around the traps for that long, both nationally and internationally, that they know, Hammer, that you can't afford to make even the slightest mistake in centre in.
Well, against an experienced opponent like the Thai, Kurt just has to leave one opening, and you can bet he's going to capitalise on that.
High left round kick there from Nuarthor, caught on Finlayson's forearms.
You know, just a dropping of his guard, you know, leaving himself open, leaving his ribs open, and the Thai's just going to smash at it.
A very technical contest in centre ring. As we know, Kurt Finlayson is known for his raw power and his tenacity, but tonight, a very cerebral fight from the killer. Trying to wade through the defences with that left hand, the right hook and a straight right caught him. Smack bang between the eyes, outside thigh kick. That's better stuff from Kurt Finlayson. 1 minute 45 down in this round. Nuarthor to the outside lead leg. Overhand right, rib kick combination from Finlayson. Neither one really caught it sweetly. Pushing off with a front kick there, Nuarthor. Oh, a nice long-ranging front kick off the rear leg from Finlayson. And both men are answering one for one. It's like a seesaw here, Hammer. Good outside thigh kick from the killer, just above the left knee.
Well, Finlayson's starting to land a couple of shots now. Let's just rack him up as he lands them. So he's landed a good front kick, good thigh kick. He's starting to put his shots in. That's a defended round kick. Finlayson coming back with hands.
Nice snake in the left hand through the guard there. Caught him sweetly on the chin. Just not enough mustard behind it, though.
This is such a game of strategy, Michael. I think we want to just start calling the shots, and we'll see just whose name we call out more as the shots are thrown. Both fighters negating each other on that exchange.
Oh, step-up hook there from Finlayson. You could hear the slap of the round kick against the lead thigh. Nice scoring technique from the killer. Nuarthor backed against the ropes. Inside thigh kick, outside thigh kick. Well done there from Finlayson.
Got to count
End
it.
of the round, and maybe enough just to steal the round for Finlayson, Hammer.
I'll give it to Finlayson, Michael. Definitely, he's landed a couple of good clean shots. He's setting himself up. Look, he's not wild in his attacks, Finlayson, which makes it look, I suppose, a little slow, a little composed. But nevertheless, it's a shot at a time that wins the fight for you.
Step off, set him up the left. Slip left hook, straight right, set him up. Come on, bang through his leg.
Left hook, straight right, chop leg. Come on, left hook, straight right, chop left leg.
Well, good communication there in the corner of Kurt Finlayson. Joe Hilton Kurt really listens in, absorbs the information that Joe gives him, and that's a mark of an experienced and disciplined fighter.
Okay, here we go. Round number 4 of 5. We've got it. 1 point in favour of Kurt Finlayson, stealing the last round just at the end with those leg kicks. But you could still really have this one a draw, folks. How are you scoring it at home?
Again, pick the shots. Every time it's thrown, just put a little tick on a bit of paper and see which side you're going to give it to at the end.
Tick on the paper.
A little bit of tick on the paper.
Okay. Hammer ticking himself away, and Kurt Finlayson still looking for that right hand. Nice front kick to the midsection. Put a tick down for that one, Hammer.
Big tick for that one. Finlayson is playing the cautious game and really picking the shots. Tight guard, tight defence. Good explosive movement
nice
on the
inside
attack.
thigh kick from Finlayson. Slapped against the inside thigh, just above the knee of Nuarthor. Didn't find it on that occasion, did Finlayson?
Well, probably not a big banging affair. Last time out, these two boys just went at it toe-to-toe. They know what that's like. They probably didn't like it much, I'm betting. So they're thinking they're going to play a game of strategy in the rematch and just try and pick an opening and maybe look for that knockout strike. But the defence is so good on both fighter that it's just not coming. It is a real game of chess and strategy.
Nuarthor looking for the opening. And that beautiful step across round kick to the rear thigh of Nuarthor's worked a treat for Finlayson so far. One of his best techniques of the fight.
Nuarthor showing every inch of that experience, that 119 fight experience that he has.
Nuarthor thought about the catch and sweep, couldn't come off for him. It is a clean fight for our third man in centering, Wayne Parr. Good front kick to the midsection off the lead thigh there from Nuarthor. Outside thigh kick to the lead leg from Finlayson.
Again, Finlayson landing some good shots.
It's a hard fight to score though, Hammer.
Certainly is. I'd say the defences are just so sharp from both fighters. They're just totally negating each other.
Thigh kick to that rear thigh again from Finlayson. Both men are fighting orthodox at the moment. Front kick from Nuarthor, thigh kick again from Finlayson. Step up front kick of his own off the rear leg. Trying to close the distance between the two.
Really
this one more of a kickboxing contest, Hammer, than a Muay Thai fight.
They haven't grappled up and they haven't really thrown any big elbows.
Into the final 15 seconds now of this round, and that's it. Hammer, we go to the towels.
That one, I'll give that one even that round as well.
Hammer, we have it 1 point ahead to Finlayson, but I'd really be looking at this one a draw, and have a look at the right eyebrow there of the killer.
Well, Kurt's certainly taken some damage on that right eye. It's been interesting that the Thai hasn't really gone after that cut much with the elbow in an attempt to open it up and stop the fight.
Hammer, is there perhaps too much respect being shown by these two men towards each other?
Well, Michael, it's all right for us to sit here and say, look, go for it. But when you're in there and you're copping an elbow across the face, but it's a bit of a different world, so you tend to be a little bit more cautious. And they both know what that feels like. As I said last time out, it was a hell of a fight. And this time out, they are showing a lot of respect to each other. And they're just not wanting to make any silly mistakes, because as soon as at this level, one mistake is all it takes. This is a premium technical battle we're witnessing here, and Kurt Finlayson is without a doubt one of the best Thai fighters in this country, and Nuarthor is one of Thailand's better fighters as well. So when you put two great fighters together, it really does become a game of strategy, and no one is just prepared to throw caution to the wind and just go for broke, because in doing that, in throwing your punches random and just going hell for leather, you do create openings and leave openings on yourself, and no one's prepared to do that. That's what we're seeing.
A simple yes or no would have been okay, Hammer, but
Michael, I know you only want to listen to your own voice, but I get the urge sometimes too.
But you are right, it is a technical contest. Both men opting for this one, and last time out, what an elbow fight it was. And Nuarthor throwing one of the real first elbows of this fight. And crossing one off the left there, but not getting through the guard of Kurt Finlayson.
Of course, by throwing the left elbow, he's going to go after that cut on the right brow. But he's not bridging the gap. He's standing back to tie.
Hammer, would it be illegal for Finlayson to have launched the back elbow there in the grapple with Nuarthor?
No, not at all. If you can get that spinning elbow or back elbow away, you do it.
Okay, round kick there off the left leg from Nuarthor to the ribcage of Finlayson. Both men are stepping it up a little here, and rightly so. Fifth and finals for the taking. You feel that if one man gets a knockdown here, Hammer, it'll be game over. It'll tilt certainly the way the judges' scorecards.
Well, definitely, it's on edge. This fight is on edge for either fighter. It can tilt either way. Knees to the thigh, upper thigh, lower ribs. Not really having a lot of impact. Tight grapple from Kurt, tight grapple from Nuarthor.
And Wayne Pass separates both men. 2 minutes 15 down, 45 seconds remaining. Fifth and final. Can Kurt Finlayson step it up now? Has he got the pepper to keep it going and bring home a win for the Aussies?
Well, Kurt really needs to unload with a bit of a barrage now, just to make a bit of an impression on the scorecard.
Good rib kick there from Nuarthor and a leg kick from Finlayson. They're still going at it 1 for 1. High left round kick from Finlayson.
The tie catching it. Such sharp reflexes, Michael.
Into the final 15 seconds now. Overhand right from Finlayson. Maybe thought about a late last-minute KO did Finlayson, but the right hand fell short. They both spilled to the canvas like a couple of wrestlers. We're about to go to the towers. Is there time left for one more shot, perhaps, from the killer? He glanced to his corner just quickly. Has Finlayson got one more left? Perhaps the big right hand. There it is from Finlayson.
And the tie grabbing.
Is it enough to steal the round yet again for Finlayson? It's all over, Hammer.
Well,
wow.
Finlayson just at the end there, nailing a nice little combo together.
Hammer enough to steal it, or do we get that a 10-all as well?
I tell you what, probably that round, the 10-all, it's been fairly even. And, you know, looking at this fight, it's so close, so hard to score. If I had to lean either way, I might just go the way of the Aussie and Kurt Finlayson. I think he landed a few good, clean shots. Nice thigh kicks in probably the mid-rounds, the third round and so forth. He did quite well, but the Nuarthor was very tight and got it back. A draw or Finlayson, you could go either way. It's going to come down to how the judges' scorecards read.
How about giving these boys a good round?
Well, I'm with you on this one, Hammer. I'd give it a draw. It's a hard one to separate. Perhaps Kurt Finlayson at the last moment stealing rounds 3 and rounds 5, but it is anyone's for the taking. Yep, there you have it.
We have a draw.
We called it well, Hammer. We agreed for once. A drawn decision.
A draw between Nuarthor Samui from Thailand